But there are big changes going on right now in the world that I don't know if everybody fully appreciates. Big part of this is the war right now in Russia and Ukraine. Let's be clear about this, is that Russia is the world's largest supplier of commodities, oil and gas, copper and fertilizers and wheat. So energy and food and minerals required not only for the things that we use today, but a lot of the minerals that will be necessary if we're moving towards a renewable or not other energy sources. Follow the Berlin Wall. State of the world is now in flux, and so you have a situation where there are the Western democracies, but today, for example, that part of the world consumes 45 million barrels of oil per day, but only supplies 30 million barrels of oil per day of that. And so what happens when countries like Russia and China and Saudi Arabia and Iran and others begin to change their relationships with the rest of the world, and what vulnerabilities does that put on us? Already, places like Saudi Arabia have talked about that they may go off the US dollar in terms of what currency they're going to use for the transaction. And let's be clear, oil and gas is by far the biggest traded item in the world right now. Those countries that do have the potential to increase production are primarily sitting outside of the democratic world, if you will, the Western world. So we're talking about Russia, Saudi Arabia, yes, Qatar, places like that. And so Canada actually is one of the few places in the world that actually has the potential to actually significantly increase both its oil and gas production. Both oil and gas production or consumption or demand in the world continues to increase, and it will continue to increase for some years to come. If we have a situation where the transition, if you will, to other renewable energy products or energy supplies is not in keeping with some of the aspirations, and I underline the word aspirations, not because I think there's some serious doubts about how fast that transition will take place. We're going to continue, the world is going to continue to need oil and gas. If your supplies are restricted, prices will go up. The world has now made itself very sensitive to supply shocks or other geopolitical issues, and just a growing trend where prices will probably increase